And now I'd like to introduce new business development for KMJ Web Design, Frenisha Hines.
Good morning, everyone. I want to thank you all for joining us as well this morning. So I'm just going to start by going over some tips with web design and why a website is a must for small businesses. And I'm pretty sure there are a vast majority of similar industries such as yours in the world. And the first question you need to ask is, how do you advertise and promote your brand to everyone else, as well as gain traffic from anywhere in the world without ever having to leave your seat, or vice versa? How do you gain the attention of your target audience without them ever having to leave the comfort of their home or stop their grocery shopping to see what your product is all about? So those are the questions that you should ask yourself when thinking about levels of advertising and marketing your business. And that brings us to why having a website is a must. So more consumers use the internet to search for products and services online than they do the yellow pages or walk-ins. Without a website, there is a high possibility clients will go to competitors who are online. And also having a website can save you money when it comes to marketing and advertising versus paper advertising and paying for ads on billboards and new distribution lists. A website can keep your clients' potential clients informed about any resourceful information you choose to provide. A website is accessible 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 365 days a year, which means no matter what time or day your potential client base and target audience can always reach you and find your services. A website makes it possible to target a wider market, whereas mailers and billboards only reach so far. A website is accessed all over the world as long as it is linked and set up correctly by your designer. Websites are a great place to showcase your work, no matter what type of business you are, and there's no need to carry your portfolio when your portfolio is right online. Providing a website with valuable information is helpful for your clients and your day-to-day as well. It can be very time-consuming to provide information over the phone and face-to-face for everything that has a question. A website can take the hassle out of a small situation by having the information available right at the click of their fingers. Reviews about your product or service are gained as a result of good customer service. So it's very, very important that if you don't have a website today, you get one developed soon, because it's a helpful source for business growth. Now, you can have a website, but you need to make sure that you are equipping your website with all the right tools in order for your company to be found. So what's a website with no SEO? Now, SEO is when a person searches for a service, for example, flowers. SEO and keywords make it possible for search engines to filter results based off the keywords. It's important to use specific keywords such as flower arrangements, grief flowers, instead of just flowers, because there's a broad range of different businesses that do different types of flower arrangements and assembly. So you need to be specific in what you are trying to project so you can target your audience. Okay, so to answer the question, what's a website with no SEO? It's nothing. It's just a website that could be found through word of mouth and will have a very high chance of not displaying at all when a user who does not know about your business is searching for words specific to your business. And simply put, SEO gets your website ranked on search engine sites. Important things to remember about SEO is there's no guarantee you will be ranked first, second, or third, but the ranking will be better than your website not having any SEO optimization at all. Paid advertising does not improve rank. It just gets you placed in the sponsored listings section at the top of the search results. And also, ask if your web developer does SEO. If not, see if they have a good referral company for you that'll SEO your website. Also, another thing about if any of your web developers or web design companies if they are guaranteeing that you'll be ranked number 1 or 1 to 5 in the search results, then you should probably do research on this company or find another SEO company. is Google Analytics. Well, Google changes their search algorithm, and pretty much the algorithm is the basis of which will determine where you are ranked. So keyword and filtering and also having good content on your website will all affect the factors for SEO and how you rank. The next thing about having a website and having a website developed is to know your budget. Before you start shopping around for a web design company or a freelance designer, another very important thing is to consider the budget, knowing how much you have to contribute to the development of a website, and of course, not everyone will be able to offer discounts. Everyone will not be able to afford a large budget, so set the budget that is right for you and your company. And at the same time, be realistic about your budget. You will get out what you put into your website, just like anything else in life, which brings me to the next important tip. Cheap does not always mean savings. A lot of times, business owners will go with the cheaper price when it comes to web development. Not always because they cannot afford it in their budget, but because they are looking for ways to cut costs. So if someone offers them free work, people usually go that route, or something at a cheaper rate than norm. Who do you think business owners will select to build their site? The cheaper option, like I mentioned before, cheaper is not always saving money. Too many times I've seen a business pay for a design, and once they receive the finished product, it's not functional. It was not visually pleasing, and the website was not user-friendly or responsive, which is when a website is able to be viewed properly on devices of different sizes, such as a tablet, cell phone, or a normal desktop. Just something thrown together, which is a reflection of the price you paid to have it done. So always remember, you get what you pay for. Many companies and owners will fire the designer and hire someone else to fix the work that was previously done for a higher price, and spending money for a second time. So I have a clip of web design, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And this will just go over a few tips of the do's and don'ts when having a website built. And if you see your web designer implementing any of these elements, then these are some helpful hints to kind of head for the hills. Okay, so it doesn't look like we're going to be able to connect to that, but I can give you a few different tips. So you want to make sure that your website is unified in design with, regardless of if it's color. You want to make sure that your brand is clear, what your mission is. You don't want to have random colors all over the website. You want to make sure that from page to page you can still tell that you are on the same website. So if you jump from your home page to the About Us page and the design elements are completely different, then those are some things you may want to bring up to your web developer. Also, Flash is not something that is in place anymore. Okay, here we go.
But what if I'm looking for service? There's nothing telling me about service up here. pretty, I guess. All says is the name of the company. Well, we already got that, and the logo's even a little different, which kind of always bothers me a little bit. Some other things on the site, though, as you scroll down, is he's got his commercial here, an Angie's List plug. That's good. Thanks plugging done. Fixed right the first time, or what? Okay, you say that, but what if you don't? Is my question. There's nothing compelling about this site. Why I would want to use this company. Another site here on the same marketplace. This is actually owned by this is a service experts company. These guys are big. They're national. They're owned by one of the big manufacturers. And they can, this is kind of a template site within their organization. But there's some good things about this. One, you get a phone number, which is good. But instead of a call now, it says, expert service, okay, guaranteed. I like that they say guaranteed. They don't say what the guarantee is, but, that's nice. There's any air conditioning, repair, installation, heating, repair services, indoor air quality stuff, service plan. This is great stuff. Okay, this is probably what I'm looking for. And then instead of the big ego website or name of the company, they're giving us information here. It's like, how much can you save? Calculate your savings. Well, that's pretty cool. It says they support, community stuff. Some specials going on. And then over here you can schedule your service. What do you need help with? Pick date. That's great. And then down here, you got coupons, hear about the guarantee, satisfaction guarantee. That's good stuff. Referral program. This is a really good site. It will make me, give these guys consideration. There's another site I want to show you. And none of these are gorgeous sites. Design, like for instance, this picture here that trucks drives me nuts because it's basically just a pasted picture over and over. And I know the guy has a lot of trucks, but that's not a picture of all the trucks. Anyway, what he has, let's start at the top here, he's got the phone number and hours of operation. Those are things that people are going to be looking for. And he has a little plug from Yellow, Okay, instead of the guarantee, he's saying, hey, people like this. At the top here, air conditioning, heating, probably, same stuff. Okay, what am I going to? Hey, he's even recruiting people here, which is smart. Coupons. Hey, I got a special going. This site also has the plugs, telling about specials and things they do. They discounts for veterans. Got a continuous plug for this $99 tune-up right there, which is great. And instead of having the info to schedule, it says click here to schedule. I'm not going to click it. I'm just showing you homepage stuff right now, not functions within. A free estimate, schedule repairman. He's got a commercial there, but he's also got some info here. He's got a lot going on. So he's got some information, and I scrolled past. No, I didn't. We've got the Facebook likes, shows popularity. This is good stuff. Instead of having guarantee very obvious, like the other site did, he's just saying, hey, here are our guarantees. It's out there. So, excellent site. Consider those things. What you don't want to do is what most companies are doing, making the site about them. Make the site about not you, but your customers. What do they want? Enhance their consumer experience. And getting a good custom site isn't something that you just pull out of a box. It's something you need to spend time working with your web developers on, telling them what you want, giving good examples of what you've seen, and listen to their expertise, especially if they have a user experience, user interface expert on staff. Anyway, I hope this stuff helps. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you next time.
Okay, great. So yeah, just to go off of what he said at the end is to utilize your web developer and also to take their advice. You have to really have a strong relationship with your web design company in order to really get your messages across. Our company personally, we like to take the time and sit down with our clients and really get to know what they're about and the messages that they're trying to project. That way it makes it easier for us to design the website and come across with a beautifully designed website, as well as come up with content that is along the lines of the needs of the clients and the customers. So we, as a web design company, we are really there for our clients and not just there to try and take over their design. So you need to kind of figure out what type of web developer you are working with. Are they trying to take over your company and design, or are they trying to help you and guide you in the way of the correct design elements? So you want to do your research on a company. So if you're working with a freelancer or a company, a big company, you want to see how long the company has been in business or freelancing. Look at reviews and reputations, and just to let some people know that reviews aren't always 100% accurate. Sometimes you have that one bad apple who does not care for your product or service. So when taking a review into consideration, verify how many bad versus good reviews a business has and how many reviews total. The amount and the type of reviews being received is a sign that the business could be reputable and providing good services. On the reverse end, if you see a company that has a lot of bad reviews, then that means head for the hills. This company may cause you more problems than it's worth. You want to, after you've done research, you want to compile a list of your potential companies and freelancers. And before setting a date, verify if the consultation is free or paid and the type of information that you'll get at the consultation. You want to compile a list of questions before you have that consultation sit down. And the type of questions you should think about asking is how many recurring fees will you receive when doing business with this web design company or freelancer? Is this a one-time fee for the design of the website? Some companies charge a one-time fee to have the site built, and some people charge monthly fees, and that'll include the maintenance of the website as well. You want to know what are the charges for maintenance. Are the charges annual, quarterly, if any? Is there hosting included, SEO and analytics work? And also, do you have a certain amount of page limits or bill by the page per hour, just whenever you do maintenance work? How much for maintenance, and is it billed per minute or hour or quarterly? And one of the final things that is important when having a website built is your social media. Social media is something that a lot of business owners do not believe in, and they are intimidated by. And social media is a very important aspect, especially in today's society where everything is accessible from the tablets to your cell phones. You're right in the grocery store or at a friend's house and a commercial comes on, or however you decide to advertise your business, that person can go right to their phone. And being in Las Vegas, road trips, people get here, first thing they see are billboards, and any passengers that see that billboard are able to quickly access that information right from their phone or tablet. So don't be afraid of social media. You want to be able to interact with your clients and your target audiences, whether it's through promotions, it's through advertising your next event, any type of games that you're playing. Get really, really comfortable with social media. And the top social media sites are Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Google+. So we can open the floor for questions.
Again, if you guys want to ask any questions, you can type them into the chat box in the bottom left corner of the screen, or you can press *7 on your phone to unmute your line. We have a lot of small businesses here, and they might not necessarily have the resources to do everything on here. What would you say is the biggest thing that a small business needs to have on their website?
The biggest thing is really content. Content is king, so you want to have really good informative content that's interactive, so rather it's clicking your Facebook button to share and like, or slideshows and pictures. You have to keep in mind that now everything is more visual than it is text. So people respond well to visuals that are engaging and friendly and fun, and as well as things that do awesome things when clicked on. So instead of just having that button that sits there when you click it, or that slideshow that moves to the next picture, make a nice, pretty transition, or some sort of interactive element. I think having informative content that a user can interact with is one of the major aspects, and having good content helps with search engine optimization.
Well, it doesn't look like we have any questions coming in, but you guys are more than welcome to send your questions to the Chamber. We can forward them along to Fran and her team at KMJ. I want to thank you so much, Bernicia, for joining us on our first Chamber University webinar of the spring semester. It was a great way to kick it off, and I just want to remind everybody else that our next Chamber U is next Friday, February 12th, and we're going to be talking about the workplace safety, or staying fit for business, wellness in the workplace. So if you guys can join us for that, that would be awesome. And you can find all of our upcoming webinars at lvchamber.com at our events page. So thank you again, Fran, and thank you all so much for joining us today.
Thanks, everyone.